family originated from Iraq. I came here when I was a young boy. I've lived in London all my life.
And you first ended up in prison aged?
At age of 14 years old, I was in secure unit. And then from secure unit, I went to young offenders. I've been in and out since then.
So while you were in prison, and you're obviously getting a growing interest in your religion, who was the strongest influence on you?
The brothers who come in jail and is basically kind of studying and reading about Islam. They had a good influence on me. The imams in jails, they're no influence on me, because what I call them home office imams is the brothers who's strong about their deen, about their faith inside. I kind of look at them and I think I want to be like them.
So when you were discussing Islam with your fellow inmates in the cells, what sort of things would you be talking about?
And what's happening outside the walls, what's happening in Muslim countries. We were talking about what's happening in Afghanistan, bombing weddings and people's homes. What's happening in Chechnya, Russia run up on people's homes and bombing them. That's what kind of things we were talking about.
Did you have those kind of views before you went into prison, or did they harden up while you were inside?
I had my views, but when I was behind doors, I had a lot of free time in my hands. I studied, I listened to what the brothers have to say, I watched the news, I watched on my mobile, on the internet, and I see exactly what was going on for myself. I made my mind up what was going on, it was wrong.
What sort of material were you able to get hold of? Were you able to get hold of literature, CDs, DVDs?
In particular jails down London, we had Al-Qaeda DVDs. The screws were, what I would say, prison officers, what we call them screws. They're smuggling parcels. And they would sit in the cell and obviously, we watched the DVDs about, the attacks on American Humvees, IDs being laid on the roads, Al-Qaeda training DVDs. Would you say that
in some prisons that it's the Muslim dynamic is the strongest dynamic?
Yeah, for me, for southern jails, certain jails you go into, the mosque is packed. Non-Muslims. There's a lot of black brothers that convert to Islam, mainly from South London. There's a lot of English brothers now converting to Islam. There's a lot of Chinese, Hindus. In southern jails, where the brothers run the prisons, the Home Office can't do anything. The controls are under Muslim hands in southern jails. We run it.
There's been talk about these forced conversions, people being forced to convert to Islam. Does that go on?
It does happen. I've seen it happen. But then again, I'm not justifying that, and I think that's very wrong. I've stopped it at certain times, but certain times as a young inmate, I was a young and naive, I laughed, I think it was funny.
So if I talk about forced conversion, what would you say that involves?
Involves violence. Put them in a sleeper, put your hand around their neck, you put them to sleep, get up, beat them, bullying certain times, and basically, it happens.